Hey guys, this is RedPoleQ with PickUpAsia, and I'm here at the Attraction Masterclass Tour hanging out with JT, the Asian Playboy. And we're just having a good time, getting to meet a lot of guys, and since I learned most of my game in Japan and Korea, I'm sort of the guy who knows about communicating and picking up girls that you can't really talk to. That's kind of like our area. So a couple of things that you can do, a couple of tips for you when you're engaging with girls who don't speak the same language as you. The first thing to remember is that most girls have studied a lot of English. It doesn't matter what country, doesn't matter where they are. Most everyone has studied English in high school and in junior high, and a lot of them have studied it in college as well. So it's not really about them not knowing English, it's more about them not having experience using it. So when you look at it from that perspective, then you have to think, okay, how can I make it as easy as possible for them to communicate with me? So one of the first things to do is take away the focus from the verbal, from the verbal, and move it towards the physical, towards non-verbally interacting with them. So what that means is that instead of going up to a girl and using your really cool opener that has a DHV story attached to it and all that stuff, which is very effective if girls speak really well. But if you're in Japan or you're in Korea and you're in China, and you go in and oh, so my buddy, he had this girl and she put the pictures, blah blah blah. Man, they're not going to understand any of that. So what do? You go in, and some of my favorite non-verbal openers. I love to do the shoulder punch. I punch him in the shoulder, just like that's my opener, right? Or I do the handshake opener, right? It seems kind of, especially in Asia, because they don't do handshakes. I just walk in and I do this, and then as soon as they shake my hand, boom, I spin them. Put that arm right around my back right here, and then I continue from there. Another thing I'll do is I'll go in and I'll look at her and I'll go. And the key thing isn't how cool my opener is. What is key is that we're having communication and that it's fun. And that's really the main point, is that once they see that they're having fun communicating with you, they're not thinking so much about being nervous, about whether their English is good enough, whether they can understand you, none of that, right? Another one of my favorite openers is, which is, what time does this place close, right? Very simple. You can do that pretty much anywhere, and it works really well. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to stay away from having like DHV stories for early in the interaction. When you're 15, 20 minutes in, you've got really good isolation, maybe you've bounced her or you're on your day 2. Then she's relaxed, it's just you and her, it's a lot easier. If you're in Korea, or especially if you're in Japan, wherever you go, try and have a cell phone that has a dictionary on it. In Korea, that's quite common. They'll have dictionaries on the cell phone, so definitely use that, because just having one word is enough to really help them understand a lot of what you're talking about. If they know the basic topic, then it's like they can sort of figure out what it is that you're probably trying to communicate. And here's the next thing that's really key. If you ask a girl something and she gives you an answer, and the answer isn't the one for the question that you asked her, what most go, no, that's not what I meant, and they try, don't do that. Don't do that. Just go, oh, cool, and just take that thread and run with it. All right, because the key is to make communication easy. It's not about making it about some specific things. I hope you guys got a lot out of those few things that I shared with you just now. If you're ever in Japan or in Korea or China, Taiwan, look us up. We run programs there. We do boot camps. We got a really nice community out there with lots of really great guys having a lot of fun with some gorgeous Asian girls.